Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For the cheapest coins anywhere, check out MMOEXP.com and use code ZERK for 5% off your order. Link is in the description.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
Today, guys, I'm going to go over the best free 96 overall weekly wildcard champion for you guys to pick. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Matthew Jowers for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to shout out in the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel. Notification bell on, comment down below. Noti Gang. Also, if you guys have not already checked out Underdog Fantasy, you can do so right now using code ZERK to double your first deposit up to $100. New users will get this 0.5 points Jokic special. Follow me over on Twitter for my picks. Now, starting off, how do you go ahead and get this free 96 overall? This is not with tokens. Now, there is going to be a free champion that we're able to get with weekly wildcards tokens at the end of the promo. That's when we know it's going to be. They literally said at the end of the promo, so I don't know exactly when it's going to be, but the competitive pass is actually how you guys go ahead and get this. And as you guys can see, I currently am level 18 actually. I kind of stopped grinding this out once I got to Jefferson. I'll be honest, I don't really care that much about going all the way through here and getting this 90 overall Zaven Collins with no XP in the competitive pass. Personally, I'm not as interested in grinding this out. I'm more so focused on doing like every other pass more so. Jefferson's a good card though, but at level 26, you get this 96 overall BND weekly wildcard fantasy pack. Now, I will let you know, I'm recording this video here on Wednesday. I don't know if you guys are seeing this video Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever, but on Friday, we do get some new milestones, and I do believe that on Friday, starting this Friday, the 15th, we will be able to go ahead and get to this right here at level 26. A couple things to note, though. I am assuming here there are not going to be any limiteds in that pack, and I would think that the Nike players will be in there as well. I'm hoping, anyways, that the Nike players, the 96 overalls, will be available in this pack, but it should be one of every single 96 overall champion. No limiteds per usual, and it's BND. So with that being said, let's go over the best ones to pick. All right, so getting into this, guys, I have 7 players that I feel like you could potentially pick between out of all of the 96 overall champions. Number 7, we have Melvin Ingram. Now, obviously, it kind of comes down to what your team does need, but a big thing you have to remember is you're choosing a BND card, right? So these cards are going to be on your team for a very, very long time. Starting off, Melvin Ingram. Now, we do have the free Micah Parsons that we get with Team of the Year, which is kind of adding in here to having Melvin Ingram even lower, but if you get the free Micah, you get Melvin Ingram, you kind of can get your 2 outside linebackers for the rest of the year if you don't really care too much about them. But Melvin, 95 speed, 96 excel, 95 finesse move, 96 block shit, 95 hit power. This is a pretty solid pass rusher. Now, in terms of abilities, if we come down here, you guys can see he does get in his tier 5 and tier 6, gets reach elite for 0, speedster for 0, defensive rally for 1. Nothing really crazy in terms of his abilities, but this is a very, very solid outside linebacker, but it is a BND, so, you know, put him at backup if you want to, and he'll be in on kickoffs, which kind of underrated value for outside linebackers. My number 6 player is Darnell Washington, and I think a big part of why I have him here at number 6 and maybe not even a little bit higher is simply because the free Kyle Pitts, right? People had the free Kyle Pitts. Maybe you don't want another free tight end, BND tight end that is. But Darnell Washington, 6'7", 95 speed, 94 excel, 94, 93, and 96 the route running, 94 catching traffic. He also has 95 trucking, 95 break tackle, and he can run block. 84 run block, 83 impact block. I mean, he can do it all. And tight ends, depending on how you run your offense, maybe use 2 tight ends. You know, if you have another tight end out there you like to use for run blocker, Darnell Washington, this is a very, very solid card. In terms of abilities on him, tier 5 bulldozer for 0, red zone threat for 0, love the red zone threat, and then mid out, short end, and tight end apprentice for 1 AP in that tier 6. So Darnell Washington, pretty solid choice. Now, my 5th overall pick is going to be Andrew Wylie. Now, why do I have him ranked here at number 5 and not higher? A big part of that is simply the abilities that he does get. Now, choosing offensive linemen is always a great choice for BNDs, but there is one ability that if you're going to choose a BND player as, especially this late in the game, you'd want to have them discounted, and we'll talk about that in a second. But Andrew Wylie, 77 speed, 84 excel, great speed for a tackle, 94 strength, 96 run block, 95 pass block, and then coming down to the abilities, guys, take a look at this. He does have edge protector for 1, poster for 1, all day for 0, natural talent for 0, secure protector for 2. Now, if that was 1 AP, or even 0, which would be insane, but even 1 AP, he'd be higher on my list, to be honest, because Secure Protector is how you actually go ahead and really negate those unstoppable force X factors. If he had it for 1 AP, he'd probably be like number 3 on my list. Number 4, I have Taylor Rapp. Now, honestly, I really like this card. 97 speed, 96 excel, 92 man, 95 zone, 95 hit power, 64 block shed. And I'll be honest, you could run him as safety or even corner. I really feel like you run safety or corner on this Taylor Rapp, and he'd be pretty good. The only thing I wish was that he had some better abilities, personally. If you take a look here at his abilities, he does get Lurk Artist for 0 AP, Secure Tackler for 0, Deep Route KO for 1, and Force for 1, and Match for 0. I wish he got like Deep Zone KO or Deep Out Zone KO for discounted. He gets Deep Route KO. If you're somebody that loves to run man coverage, you know, you could throw the Deep Route KO on him, put him out there corner or in, you know, safety if you want to. If you're going to run him in man coverage a lot, he'd probably be a little bit higher if he had a zone KO discounted, for me anyways. Now again, I do want to mention here that I am assuming that these Nike players are going to be in the pack as well. Why would they not potentially be in there? Well, simply just because they're like a little bit different, right? We only get one Nike player every other week here, and then on top of that, like, they are needed for a set later on in the year once all the Nike players release. If you choose one of the Nike players as B&D, can you add them into that set later on? Probably not. If I had to assume here. But Jackson Smith and Jigba, 96 speed, 97 excel, good route running, 99 release, great after the catch, 6'1". Taking a wide receiver as B&D is never a bad option as well, because again, you can put him wide receiver 1, 2, 3, or even put him out, you know, wide receiver 4, wide receiver 5, and he might get in the game for you. In terms of discounted abilities, guys, does get Deep Elite for 1 AP, Mid and Elite for 0, and then Outside Apprentice, Short and Elite, and Playmaker for 1 AP. So, JSN, very solid card. And my number 2 player is going to be Patrick Surtain. 96 speed, 94 acceleration, 97 man, 93 zone, 99 press, 6'2". I know he has a Team of the Year card, which is better, but hey, if you can't get the Team of the Year one, you can get the weekly wild card and you're still getting a pretty solid card. Taking a look at the abilities on him as well, guys. Deep Route KO for 3 AP, Pick Artist for 0, Flat Zone KO for 0, and Outside Shade for 2. So if you're someone that likes to put him in flats, you throw Pick Artist on him, Flat Zone KO, 0 AP total. And again, you know, as a corner, kind of similar to wide receiver, right? Put him at cornerback 1, 2, 3, cornerback 4, whatever. This is a very, very, very solid cornerback, but my number 2 option. And that's because my number 1 option, guys, is an offensive lineman and somebody that is currently on my team. And I will say, when I do eventually get up the competitive pass to this part, this is probably the player that I'm taking. Greg Van Roten, 73 speed, 73 excel, 94 strength, 95 run block, 96 pass block, 95 impact block, 295 pounds. When you come down to the abilities, guys, as I did mention, Secure Protector right there for 1 AP is why you want to go ahead and get this card. Being able to get that 1 AP and also gets All Day for 0 AP, Linchpin as well for 1, Natchtown for 0. But yeah, Secure Protector for 1 is a big reason why you want the card, and All Day, I mean, does it really work? Who knows? Just throw it on him, though, because it's 0 AP. And you get that Secure Protector. This right here, this is an endgame right guard. Getting that Secure Protector for 1, All Day for 0, throw him in your team, and there you go. You have your right guard for the rest of the year. So with that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure you drop a like in the video, and of course, hit that sub button down below. Let me know down below which free 96 overall weekly wildcard champion you guys are going to be picking. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. And if you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.